All right, I'm going to take you through our shop joint mobility routine. So a couple key points about this routine. Number one, all of the movements need to be controlled, very methodical, no momentum, no rush. And number two, stay out of any painful ranges of motion. So if you go a little bit too far and you find something that is either painful or sore, back off just a little bit, make sure you stay in that pain-free range. Okay, so the first movement we start with is a segmental cat-cow. I'm going to show you a side view so you can see what's going on here. You're going to set a clock for 2 minutes, and then starting on your hands and your knees, the very first thing you're going to do is push into the floor to round your back out as much as you can, and then beginning at your tailbone, try to create a wave through your spine until you're all the way arched in the opposite direction. Now beginning with your head, tuck your chin down, start to round your upper back, mid back, low back, and then finally tucking your hips under. Simply moving back and forth between those two positions. Try to imagine moving one vertebrae at a time. Okay, our 2 minutes is up. Next, we're going to work on shoulder internal external rotation. So both arms extended out to the side. You're going to internally rotate one while externally rotating the other, and then switch. Notice I'm really trying to achieve maximum range of motion. A little bit of leaning side to side is okay. Notice how my shoulder comes forward on the internal rotation. We're going to go 10 reps each direction per side. Next, we're going to do a big shoulder circle with internal rotation. So from the side view here, start moving one arm at a time. Draw your arm straight up. As soon as you get to the top of your circle, internally rotate. That means turn your palm out. Continue the circle while rotating. You should finish the circle with your thumb pointed back. Reset your hand. Do it again 5 times. Try to have minimal motion through the rest of your body so that you're only moving through the shoulder joint as much as possible. Notice the tempo, nice and slow and controlled. Finish 5 in this direction, you're going to go in the opposite direction, so start with your thumb pointed back. Your arm will naturally start to untwist as you complete the circle. Next, for the other side, I'm actually going to use the wall as a bit of a tool. It's going to help minimize any compensation in my body. So for instance, if I'm trying to go too big and I start leaning over, then the wall is going to help me stay honest. A little bit too close, I need to step away just a bit. Backwards. Next drill, we're going to do a prone or face down shoulder hovering drill is what we call it. So you're going to lie face down. I want you to rest your forehead on the ground because that's going to ensure that you don't have any extension through your upper back. Start with your hands on your low back and then relax your elbows towards the ground. First step is to lift your elbows, straighten the arms, now swim all the way around above your head, touch your pinkies, and back. We're going to do 10 reps here. All the while, I'm trying to elevate my arms as high as I can off the ground without lifting my head. Next, we'll start working the hips. So I'm going to give you a diagonal view here to avoid any crotch shots. So you're going to sit back on your hands. Your feet should be as wide as you can comfortably get. And you're going to focus on internal rotation of the hip. So I'm going to rotate this knee in as far as it'll go. Notice my right leg staying stationary. Ten reps per side. Common mistakes here are as you rotate this, leaning over on the side. It's going to look like it allows a greater range of motion, but it's really just compensating. So make sure your non-moving leg stays perfectly still. Per side. Next, we call this the hovering drill. So you're going to work on external rotation and internal rotation of the hips, as well as core stability. So the first thing I want you to do is start off by getting as much into a pike position as you can without using your hands. Now curl your right leg under, place it on the ground, sweep your left behind, so you're in a 90-90 position, and then hip up. Get a good hip flexor stretch right there. Back out to the starting position. Get the legs as high as you can. Now go to the other side. You're going to do 5 per side. Next, we're going to do quadruped hip circles. So you can do these on hands and knees, or you can even do them standing. In fact, I'd recommend alternating between the two. Start hands and knees. I like to rotate my elbows forward, the pits of my elbows just like this, because that's going to ensure that my arms stay locked out. Otherwise, your arm's going to want to bend, and that's just another compensation. So if I'm working my left leg, I'm going to lock both my arms out. Draw the biggest circle I can. With minimal movement throughout the rest of my body. Then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Then we'll hit the other side. Final movement, we call this our runner's lunge sequence. So to get into a runner's lunge, start in a push-up. Bring your foot as far to the outside of your hands as you can. Try to maintain this leg as straight as possible. And I always grab onto my foot. First, you're going to shift your weight out and back 5 times. Now we're going to extend the front leg. We're going to straighten it by lifting our hips up and down, and then sink back down. Notice both hands stay in contact with the ground. Final one is a rotation. Use your inside arm. So if my right leg is forward, my right arm is going to rotate up. Rotate down and try to get your elbow to the ground 5 times. Switch sides and then we'll be done. Out and back for 5. Up and down for 5. And then rotations for 5.